This video is brought to you by the official Flashy Instagram. Follow Flashy Magazine for all things music, pop culture, and fashion. Ariana Grande is one of the realest pop stars out there. Throughout the 2010s, we've seen her transform from just another teen actress to one of the biggest artists in pop music. But what I find particularly interesting about Ariana is her ability to cope with the obstacles she's faced publicly in such a gracious and authentic manner. She's never been the type of celebrity to ask for pity or complain about the misfortunes in her life. She instead uses her music as a way to express that pain and create an even deeper connection to her audience. While I've already done a video ranking Ariana's albums, I thought that in this video, we could take a look at Ariana's legacy from a holistic perspective and understand how she became the pop diva of Generation Z. This is the legacy of Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande was born in Boca Raton, Florida on June 26, 1993. Her mother runs a communication equipment company and her father is a graphic designer. As a child, Ariana fell in love with singing and performing, citing pop divas such as Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey as influences. By the age of 8, Ariana was starring in community productions at her local theater, her first being the title character in a play called Annie. She'd soon make her way to Broadway and eventually score a role as Cat Valentine on the Nickelodeon sitcom Victorious. The show followed the adventures of 17 students at a performing arts school. Ariana was a clear standout amongst the cast, not only because of her ditzy character, but because of her vocal talents. It didn't take long for people to realize that she had the potential to be the next teen pop sensation. Before the show ended, Ariana began posting covers of her singing on her YouTube channel and was signed to a deal with Republic Records. She later admitted that the only reason she ever did the show was to jumpstart her music career and build up a fan base. Ariana's first single to ever come out was a song called Put Your Hearts Up. It was a bubblegum pop track that struggled to differentiate her from her character Kat. She still had the same signature hair, and the song was targeted to that same audience. Things would change when Ariana finally released the innocently seductive pop song titled The Way, featuring Pittsburgh rapper Mac Miller. It was the official lead single from her 90s-inspired debut album titled Yours Truly. Though the album was mildly successful, it wouldn't be until her next record called My Everything that her career would catapult to unforeseen heights. Enlisting top music producers such as Max Martin, Ryan Tedder, and Ilya, Ariana created an album full of pop EDM hits. Every single on this album went multi-platinum, solidifying her place as a pop force in the 2010s. Ariana's next project was an EP titled Christmas and Chill, and although it got absolutely no promotion, I can safely say it's my favorite project she's released. Ariana didn't take the traditional route of singing a bunch of Christmas classics. She instead created a body of work that was modern and sexy. This transition to adulthood would take full fruition on her third studio album called Dangerous Woman. Ariana showcased a darker and mature side on this record, with songs featuring many hip-hop rappers such as Future, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Wayne. It was also around this time that Ariana started to date former collaborator Mac Miller. They made their relationship public at the 2016 VMA Awards, and she later confirmed it on her Instagram. It seemed that Ariana's life couldn't look more picture perfect. She was at the height of her career and was set to go on her highest grossing tour. Little did she know that while on the tour, things would take an unexpected dark turn. On May 22nd of 2017, after Ariana performed her set in Manchester, a suicide bomber detonated a homemade bomb, killing 22 concertgoers and injuring over 800. The experience traumatized Ariana to the point where she didn't want to go on the tour anymore. Bravely, she quickly changed her mind and set up a benefit concert in Manchester, only 2 weeks after the bombing. The concert was broadcasted internationally and included high-profile guests like Little Mix, Miley Cyrus, and Justin Bieber. Ariana would come back to music with her next single, No Tears Left to Cry, a song that showed optimism in the face of darkness. Though it seemed that Ariana spoke too soon when rumors started to swirl that her and her boyfriend Mac Miller broke up. She later confirmed it on her Instagram story, and while it wasn't clear the exact reason they broke up, Ariana acknowledged Mac's battle with drugs as a reoccurring struggle. Less than a month after their breakup, Ariana made her relationship with comedian Pete Davidson public. They moved in together, got matching tattoos, and eventually got engaged in just a few months. Ariana even released her fourth studio album, Sweetener, that lyrically focused on her newfound love and how she was healing from Manchester. While Ariana was in a genuinely happy place, her ex-boyfriend Mac was struggling with his drug addiction. In May of 2017, Mac was arrested after crashing his G-Wagon in a power pole near his LA home and fleeing the scene. The cops found him and he was later arrested and charged for 2 counts of DUI. Just 4 months later, Mac was found unresponsive in his LA home due to a drug overdose. The death of Mac Miller was felt all around the world, but no one felt that hurt more than Ariana. People were quick to point fingers at Ariana as the reason for his death, not understanding that she just lost someone close to her as well. It took a mental toll on Ariana, and because of that, she called out the engagement to Pete Davidson. The next body of work Ariana would create would contain her most personal and rawest material. Thank You Next at its core is an homage to her past breakups, acknowledging the good and bad and ultimately choosing to see the lessons she learned from each one. Production-wise, it included more of a hip-hop aesthetic. There was no huge EDM pop hit, but instead Ari's light airy voice on top of trap-inspired beats. Most recently, Ariana has released her 6th studio album titled Positions, and while it isn't as game-changing as Thank You Next, it's still a great body of work. It shows how the pop star is coping with the trauma of her past and learning how to find new love once again. Songs like Position and 3435 show a more sexual side to Ariana than ever before, while in songs like 630 and Off the Table, Ariana questions her ability to be able to fully love again. Ariana beautifully captures moments of grief, sorrow, and new love on this album, showing us once again why she deserves to be titled the official pop diva of Generation Z. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as it really helps this channel grow and allows me to create more and more content. That's all I got for now. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you guys with the next video real soon.